How's it going? Is that too bright on my ugly mug there? Let's do let's do that. Let's tone that down just a little bit. How's everybody doing today? We're missing stars. Oh. And just for the heck of it, let's have some pretty ambience lights. Oof. Oh, how's everybody doing? Oh, hang on. There we go. All right, let's pop out the chat. Just a second. All right, let's F11 that. Let's pop out the chat. Hey, everybody. How's it going? I'll give everybody a few minutes to get in. Uh-oh. Somebody's feeling better. I got to tell you, folks, I was really worried about Gracie this weekend. I was really worried about my baby this weekend. She didn't want food. She didn't want treats. She was throwing up. And then this morning, I was really worried about her last night. She went out and slept on the couch, raised up on like Howie's pillow and cushion, as if to lay flat was bothering her, But then this morning, she said, "Good morning." Oh, yes. I'll watch the nails. This morning, she said, "Good morning, Mommy." Good morning. And guess who's coming home? Daddy's coming home. Daddy's coming. Look over here and say, "Hi." Daddy's coming home. Yes, it is. Got a kiss for Mommy? You got a kiss for Mommy? Come on. Mwah. All right, you go watch for Daddy now. You'll be home anytime. Yes, I'm so happy to see you perky again. All right, go watch for Daddy. She really had me worried this weekend. I actually, when she went out and slept on the couch, I thought I was going to wake up to a dead dog. I don't know why. But I woke up. It's just, it's one of, whoo. So I'm going to talk a little bit while we wait for folks to come in. I don't even know if I shared this. So, hey, Linda. Hi, Seashell. Donna Lull. Stacy Ross. I'll say hi to everybody in a minute. Remember, if you want me to say hi, then please, please say hi in the chat. And that way, I'm weird. I'm a little OCD about balance. Please say hi in the chat so that I can shout you out when I pop up the participants list. So here's the deal. Today is the best day I've felt in a while. And I have been, my tea stick has been doing overtime this weekend. I overdid it so bad in the garden last week that when I woke up Friday morning, is that flashing going to bother anybody? If it's going to bother you, say yes, and I will put it down to something else. But I know some people, it can't, it bothers a lot of people. But it's just kind of on a thing. I just have to change the rotation. So, woke up Friday morning, and Howie and I were going to go do grocery shopping because he booked Friday off. And even though he booked Friday off, I still forgot that tomorrow's a holiday. So he's got like a 4-day weekend, right? So I woke up at 7:30 to go grocery shopping. And I got dressed and I came outside and I looked at Howie and said, "I can't go anywhere. Like I can't go to the track this weekend." And it was because getting in and out of the truck alone, I knew getting in and out of the truck to go and going grocery shopping was going to be the last straw. But I was already in so much pain Friday morning. And he was let down. He felt let down and disappointed. And that happens a lot to people who live with and love. I've got to stop that. That's bugging me. That happens a lot to folks who live and love people, fibromyalgia sufferers. You know, I knew I had to get the garden in. The only thing left is my 2 barrels and my tomatoes. And today was a beautiful day. And I had to really stop myself from going out and weeding and watering today. Because Howie's coming home and we're going to have our evening together. And then tomorrow, he's going to fill my 2 barrel beds and turn over my tomato beds, and the rest of the garden's going in. But the truth is, excuse me for blowing my nose. The truth is, if I had gone out today, I might have been useless tomorrow too. So I have done nothing since we put the groceries away on Friday. As a matter of fact, my vinegar and watermelons and everything are still sitting on the island. I have done nothing but putter, water plants, let Gracie in and out, and medicate. I have no dishes to do because I've been, I've just been eating. Well, when we went shopping, we had some fresh tomatoes, got some fresh tomatoes, and I sent 2 to the track with Howie. And I had toasted tomato sandwiches for supper 2 nights in a row. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it's been, and today I actually felt quite good. And it's like, no, you wait and finish your sabbatical so that tomorrow you can get as much done as you possibly can. And then it's supposed to rain Tuesday and Wednesday. Right? So I have been staying quite medicated, and I actually have been sitting in my chair. Like, I've done a few things. I've got some laundry going. Yes, my dryer's going. I sometimes forget to push you get everything set and you turn all these buttons on and then you forget to hit start, right? So I've got some laundry done and my dishes are caught up. Not that they weren't caught up because I haven't eaten all weekend, but I mean, the dishwasher's empty and there's no dishes in the sink. So that's a rarity. And I did wash my bedding for my bed and I sewed quilt blocks. I spent all day Saturday. Yeah, I spent all day Saturday, Friday night and all day Saturday with just watching Call the Midwife and sewing on my grandmother's flower garden quilt blocks. Do you know that top's almost ready to assemble? Which is going to be another probably year's work. But I mean, it's almost ready to assemble. And I still haven't got my sewing machines fixed. That's happening this week. So I've just been relaxing and it's worked. And I have not allowed myself to feel guilty because the fact that I made Howie sad because I couldn't go, right? Means I'm not going to kill myself further because I had to stay home. I'm not going to kill myself working out of guilt. I'm not. I'm going to do why I stayed home, and that was to rest. And yay! Tweedle-dee. Had a nice talk with Bubba today. He gets real pissed when he can't hold the phone. My mommy won't let him hold the phone, but he hasn't figured out where the camera is. But he gets the phone and he goes like this. He goes, hi. God, I love my grandbaby so much. Gracie's feeling better and Howie's on his way home. Life is good. And guess what? My little tree that's not more than 4 feet tall, that's hidden between 2 apple trees, it's got a couple blossoms on it too. I'm so excited. All right, let me, yes, if you haven't, you know what? Just so we can start this off on the right foot. Lip, 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 right lip. Let's burn some sage. Because if there's any negativity in the room, we're just going to get rid of it, aren't we? So everybody, feel yourself being bathed in the smell of the Arizona desert on a hot day. The smell of sage baking in the sun. And breathe deep. And let any negativity just fall away. I know it's been a while since we did this. Oh, smoke the sacred white sage. Cleanse us of negativity. Keep us open to God's light. And lift all our hopes and prayers to the Creator on thy smoke. Okay. So, tomorrow we're planting, and then the pool, well, I don't know when we're going to do the pool. It might get done tomorrow. Howie might be working on the roof tomorrow, but next weekend is all about working on the roof and on the pool. So, yes, thank you. Now let me pop out the chat, or pop out the participants here. It says there's 51 people, so I hope there's 51 names on the list, because I'm hoping everybody said hello. Oh, Seashell, aloha, darling. Donna, hi. Paula, hi. It's been a minute. Jane Gressel, Jennifer Ocean Homestead. Now, I'd like to explore the name of that homestead. Are you by the ocean? Are you in California? Laura Higgins, Linda Bopp, Linda Chandler, Matthew Garrettson, and Tina Elliott. So we got some people who are lurking. They're lurking, flirking from the clerkin'. Do you know that that's actually, I got to tell you this. Howie sent me, I can't find it now, but Howie sent me something. He's really funny, from TikTok, or it was a meme or something. But apparently there's an old Scottish saying called herkin flirkin, something like that. And apparently it means you are supposed to be doing something, but you've decided not to. And just, you're gonna, flirkin' herkin or something like that. If I find it, I will post it, because I just started laughing, because your genes don't lie, eh? Your genetics don't lie. Hey, Jammin'! A pool has been my dream for so many years. Really wish I could get one this year and build a structure over it to keep mosquitoes away. Sounds like Florida then. A lot of people, say, I don't worry about mosquitoes too much. And I still haven't built my bat house. Build bat houses. Research it. They're really easy to make. Research where and how to hang them. And a bat. And I haven't seen bats come out at night in a long time. Right? And I know there was a time about, I don't know how many years ago, 10 years or so ago, that all the bats got some kind of white nose fungus in Prince Edward Island, and they all died. And they, even in broad daylight, the mosquitoes were so bad people couldn't go outside. Right? But if you build bat houses and encourage the bats, they will eat their weight in mosquitoes every night. Every night. Bats are your friends. Trust me. Hey, Willows, you're here. I know you have a hard time. Is it when it's on our Half Acre Homestead, you have a hard time participating in the chat, honey? Hey, Cat C. How are you, darling? Lurkin' work from the working, clerkin', flirkin'. Oh, jammin'. We be jammin'. So, yeah, Howie's on his way home. And let me just push this back a little bit. Howie's on his way home from the races. He didn't win anything, but he had a good time. So tonight is our evening in front of the TV. And then tomorrow we work. Hi, Aaron. Hi, Helen. Hi, Sue. Bat scat is the best fertilizer. Well, it would take a lot of bats. And it's high in ammonia. So you gotta really let it rot like compost. It's gotta be well composted. What else was I gonna say? Oh, yes. I haven't swept the floor in here yet, but I was picking up emptying my waste paper basket and picking up the floor in here. And I came across a card. Now, I haven't done cards in a long time, and this one looks like it's been sitting on the floor for a long time. So this is the reason I'm doing this live today, because the card went, "Hey, what are you doing?" And this card is from the Light Oracle, Work Your Light Oracle, or Light Beings Oracle. And it says, all paths lead home. Inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. And that's exactly what I've been doing all weekend, right? And I love the picture because it shows her like walking, it's kind of like a labyrinth, but without the walls. She's got the stone circle, and she's got the sun and the moon and all of the elements. I don't see fire. But Shirley MacLaine does this. She has these little paths that she builds, and then she walks them. And it's in a circle. But you walk them and you get to the center, and then I guess you walk your way out and you meditate the whole time. And it's all about turning your gaze within. There is a lot of horrendous stuff going on in the world, and the veil is completely gone. So we are seeing everything's being revealed. It's almost like the darkness has pushed so hard these last 5 years, trying to get everybody brainwashed so that when the veil was completely gone, they still followed the brainwashing, and it's not working. Everything's being revealed, and enough people have woken up to see the trash and the trash that the darkness has done to this world. To this multiverse, right? And I've said it before, and I'll say it again. You know, there's enough of us awake now that we do have the intuition, we do have the inner power, all we have to do is look within for the light of the Creator within. Once you see it, you can amplify. Once you focus on that, you can amplify it, and you can not just light your path, but everybody around you. Okay? Because we've been battered. We have been battered for 5 years by mainstream media, by social media, by governments, by world organizations, and places of high power and leadership. And they have battered us. And a lot of us did not comply. So if you're just waking up, or if you've been awake for the last few years, everything that you see that people are the moment they label it a conspiracy theory, say, oops, a conspiracy theory? Oh, I might want to take a closer look at that. Spoiler alert, right? Whenever they say misinformation or disinformation, go, oh, what truth are they trying to hide? Right? It's like Trudeau trying to sell his version of Canada to the masses as he's the savior and our whole country is going to be this beautiful utopia when he's burning it to the ground. He's trying to sell this country as the utopia, and yet he's calling Pierre Poilievre a white supremacist. And all they're calling him is white supremacist and someone who doesn't want to protect women's rights, which is absolute horse crap. So if you doubt something that you see, if you see something and go, wow, is that real? Yes, it's actually happening. So turn your gaze within. All paths lead home as long as we stick to the light. Because if we stick to the light within and without, the darkness has nowhere to hide. Right? Wow. That's been sitting in me for weeks, I think. And so I picked up my whole office floor. I have to sweep it yet, but and this is what I found. Let there be peace on earth and let it begin with me. Now, I've been thinking about this because I was going to do a couple of rumbles this weekend, but all a part of doing this whole self-wellness weekend, or this weekend of peace and inner reflection. It's hard because I don't want to do rumble because it gets me angry. And the thing is we feed. Anytime we get angry, no matter how righteous. I was watching this. Oh, I can't talk about this. I was watching this on Global News, and they were talking about, this was on Global News, and they were talking about how the so-called prime minister of our country is protecting the rights of the Palestinian protesters when they've got signs of people with guns, when they've got signs saying all Zionists are racist. But they rode the trucker convoy down with horses and rubber bullets. Do you get that? Right? So it seems that this is why he's coming up in the polls with the younger voters between 19 and 23. Because they've bought into all of this brainwash horse shit. Because let's face it, those protests are not, they may seem legal, but 90% of the people in those encampments, okay, 90% of the people in those encampments are not even of the area, aren't even from this country, okay? Hey, Rosita! Hey, Sandra! I'll sing happy birthday in a minute, right? So why has this been allowed to go on? Why were people standing on the side of the road, holding up signs saying axe the tax? They were told to go home, and they were on the sidewalks. Yet, Palestinian protesters that are protesting. Now, I'm not saying the war is right or wrong. There is no winning that war for anyone in North America. There's none of that. We shouldn't be anywhere near that. We really shouldn't, because it's unwinnable, right? You can't, you can't say Israel's right for constantly trying to turn the Gaza Strip into a parking lot. You can't say they're right, but you can't say they're wrong either, because they didn't start this, right? And you can't take the side of the people, the Palestinian people who are being, leveled. You can't take their side. Do you know why? Because They voted that in. We have no way of knowing whether humanitarian aid is even getting to those people. Hamas could be hoarding it all for themselves. They're still using the Palestinian people as a human shield. And until they stop doing that, Israel's not going to back off. It's unwinnable because Hamas has an unlimited supply of shields. So where do we draw the line in our participation? We stay the hell out of it. Right? We got people encamped supporting Hamas. And we've got homeless encampments in every city, big and small, across Canada and the US. Why are we sending money to hopeless causes that have nothing to do with us? Okay, let me just do that again, and then I'm going to sing happy birthday to Rosita. I'm really sorry, folks. This may get my channel struck, but I'm tired of. Do you know I responded to a Roseanne Barr Rumble video, and she responded back to me, sent me her email address. Isn't that cool? Follow the money. That's it, Ninja Clan Kathy. Negativity. Be gone. It is not our place to judge. And when you send money to foreign countries to back anyone in a war, that's judgment. You're saying you found the other side wanting and you're judging. When is it okay for us as citizens to say, stop sending our money everywhere else to be laundered so you can line the pockets of yourself and your rich friends? Start spending it on our country. Start building homes. Bullshit Trudeau. He's backpedaling. He's saying he's putting this country first, that he's putting homes first. And he's saying that his utopia is trying to be torn down by the Conservative Party, because the Conservative Party wants to take away their carbon tax rebate checks. The problem with that is by his own numbers, the Liberal government is taking 25 to 30% more in carbon taxes than they are giving back. Yes, Helen, I'm judging. I'm not judging. I'm talking facts. I'm talking facts. I watched Trudeau in Parliament say the Conservative Party had spineless tactics, that they consorted with white supremacists, and that they had no desire to look after the climate. Pierre Poilievre has a great pollution plan, but it's not a climate change crisis plan. There's a difference. Okay? He was able to say all that aimed at Pierre Poilievre, and Pierre Poilievre said, he lined everything up and he said, when are we going to stop all these wacko policies by the wacko prime minister? And he was kicked out because he wouldn't take those words back after being called spineless. and a white supremacist. So if I'm judging, it's because I actually sat through that and watched that, right? Many of my comments go unnoticed. There are many of us here. Hi, Tina. How are you? Rosita, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. It's been a while, eh? Happy birthday, dear Rosita. Happy birthday to you. Mwah, and many more. When you started this live, there was not going to be any negativity. Okay, but this isn't, is it negativity? I'm not angry. I'm stating facts that I have seen and witnessed with my own eyes. That's not necessarily negativity. That's just saying the truth. And there's a lot of brainwashed people out there. I was responding to Willow's Garden and... No, that's okay, sweetheart. You're welcome, darling. Right? So... this is not necessarily negative. This is me saying, if you see something going on in society, in the media, in your government, in your, religious leaders even, okay, with private organizations, and you think that there's something fishy going on, learn to listen to your intuition. And Ninja comments on our half-acre homestead, and neither one of their comments show in the chat. I know, and I don't understand why, because I've never blocked anybody. The only people I've ever blocked were people that were like rude and belligerent and ignorant. Right? Isn't that odd? This isn't... Okay, this is something we have to also define, Helen, okay? We can't hide from the truth. And it may not be negativity. You're seeing my intensity. It's not negativity. This is me being intense and honest, all right? Negativity means just being down for the sake of being down and pushing down for the sake of pushing down. Truth is never negative. It may sound negative, but truth is just truth, right? You can see these ones. That's because we're on our Life with the Wolfies, Tina. My comments and sent them to Bev, and we don't know how to get them to show up. That's true. That's true. Willow's Garden has the same problem. It's because it's on our half-acre homestead. So a lot of people, I just don't necessarily, trust BoobTube anymore, right? Yeah, Willow's is here, but it's because we're on Life with the Wolfies, right? There we go. I know you weren't complaining, sweetheart. I know you weren't complaining. Dallas used to see you. Ninja Clan Kathy. So I just wanted to come in and tell you guys that I'm doing much better. And I thought I would do it on Life with the Wolfies because, I was risking a rant. And it's hi, Joe. And it's not really a rant. It's just the absurdity of what's going on in the world right now. It is so absurd, right? People wanting, say over their own health in this country, got ridden down with horses and rubber bullets. Trying to froze people's bank accounts, threatened to take people's children away from them because they were at the convoy downtown in the bouncy castles. But encampments in places like Montreal and stuff, protest encampments for Palestine, are visibly showing signs of hate. They're encouraging hate. They're begetting hate. And when I came out of the Pierre Poilievre rally, okay? And this is how easy it happens, okay? This is what I want to share with you most. This is how easy it happens. I came out of a Pierre Polyev rally so pumped. It was Axe the Tax. It was the Axe the Tax rally. And when we came outside, there was about 20 people standing there, waving Palestine flags, beating a big bass drum, and a good 50% of them were either wearing hoodies with sunglasses, or they had those white and black scarves and sunglasses so you couldn't see their face. And they were beating the drum going, all Zionists are racists. All Zionists are racist. And that just burst my bubble after coming out of such a positive experience. And I got angry. And I took out my phone. And now I've since deleted the footage. But even Howie was like, Bev, because I said, if you're so proud of what you stand up for, because I had to shout it, then you show your face. And I walked away. And it's that quick and that easy to feed negative energy, because they just got louder. The best thing would have been to say, I will pray for you, you misguided soul. I will pray for you, and walk away. Because all I did for that split second was give them fuel. Do you understand? That's okay, Joe. That's okay. Yeah, nothing's working. Isn't that funny? So what I'm saying is, and this is not a rant in any way, shape, or form. I'm saying that if we are not really hypervigilant with being positive and absorbing light, okay? Not covering the sun with chemtrails, but actually absorbing it, all right? Absorbing the light, shining light, push back the darkness, because it is too easy as fallible human beings for us to get angry in a heartbeat. Even after coming out of 2,000 people, all cheering and hopeful, to going like that to anger. It's that easy, and it's something we really, really, really have to guard against. And that's okay. It's okay, Linda. It's okay. Because there's a difference between me ranting hate speech and frothing at the mouth from me telling the truth and telling us to guard against the negativity. I'm going to let you go. This is Mrs. Volfie from Life with the Volfies. And I'm going to go play some cookie jam on Facebook. I love you guys. Take care. God bless. Hold on to the light. Smell the sagebrush baking in the sun. And ask the Creator to fill us with light. Let us walk in light. And let us shed light and push back the darkness. It's all on us now. Right? Us and God. Take care. God bless.